Guys, I'm very happy to be part of the release of these watches. This is a very, very cool timepiece from AV8. These are going to be limited to 300 pieces. Now, there are two different versions of this watch, the Illinois and the Alabama. I'm not sure if they're limited to 300 apiece, but I do think it's limited to 300 pieces altogether. This is a 000 timepiece because this is a review piece. But let's go ahead and take this out of the packaging. There was an outer box, but I went ahead and set that aside because it was really big. P51 Mustang on there. If you guys know, when the Tuskegee Airmen went over to the 332nd and started escorting some of the heavy bomber missions into Europe, they were then at that point flying the P51 Mustang. When they started in North Africa and Sicily, they were actually using secondhand P40s at the time. So go ahead and get the watch out of here. Inside is some paperwork from Tuskegee Airmen Incorporated, talking about how they're still providing education and whatnot for African Americans and youth that are interested in pilot programs, learning how to fly and becoming pilots, mechanics, and whatnot. So very cool corporation out there, Tuskegee Airmen Incorporated. You guys should definitely look them up. So let's go ahead and get the watch out of the package. You can see this really nice carry case that comes in here. There's a little handle on top there, which you guys can see. Go ahead and get this one unzipped here and get this one out. I do believe what we have here is the Illinois version with the black dial on it here, as you guys can see. The Alabama version has a kind of a silverish white dial on it. So, all right, get the camera adjusted here just a bit and let her focus. Really cool looking timepiece. Now, I've had a number of the P51 Mustang chronographs and whatnot from AV8 on the channel, but I have to admit, this is probably the coolest one I've ever had on the channel. It was interesting when I unboxed it the other day. I knew it's a chronograph, but when I first looked at it, I was like, well, if it's a chronograph, where are the pushers? I can see the crown guard and whatnot, but that is one of the really amazing things they've done with this watch. It's just how the pushers kind of are integrated into the crown guard, and it just all flows together very nicely. Now, this timepiece, like I said, limited to 300 pieces. They are numbered on the case back, and we'll take a look at that here in a minute, but this one is a 000 model. I want to get the specs out of the way for you guys really quickly. Go ahead and put the caliper on here and try to miss the, now I think I'm hitting a pusher there. It's a little bit hard with the big pushers. They advertise this at a 43 millimeter case, and it seems to be that way without the pushers in the crown. You got a 49 lug to lug on the watch. You got 13.1 from the back of the case to the top. This is actually a mineral crystal with AR coating on it, and then you have 22 millimeter lug opening. So that gives you the idea of the size of the watch here. This watch is running a Japanese mecha quartz movement. I do believe it's a VK64 movement in here. So cool setup. You have 24-hour dial over here at the 3 o'clock position. Your standard running seconds down here at 6. And then your counter for your 60 minutes for your chronograph functionality over here at the 9 o'clock position. As you guys can see around the bezel on this watch, it does have a tach-meter, which is a really cool feature on the watch and definitely something to help for flying and whatnot. Is there plastic on the lens of this watch? There certainly is plastic on there. I saw a little bubble. So that helps, gives you a little clearer vision of that dial. Beautiful, beautiful dial. I love the tag up here at the top with the Tuskegee Airmen on it. Very nicely done. The dials on all AV8 watches, if you're not familiar, is basically aviation. All of their watches are aviation themed, and this one really sticks to that. Love the way that looks. Go ahead and stop the chronograph here and get it reset there. You can see that clean snapback. Crown guard on the watch, as you guys can see here, and what I do believe is harkening to the exhaust on the P51 Mustang. If you look at the pictures of it, you can see these exhaust ports right on the side behind the propeller. Crown is fairly easy to access. Pull that out to stop it and do your time setting as such. Very nice and easy to do. Let's go ahead and get these hands out of the way. With the VK64, you do get date functionality over there, right between 4 and 5 o'clock, as you guys can see. But clean, nice looking timepiece. Strap on the watch is a genuine leather. I like the way they put these yellow keepers on here that kind of contrast with the yellow on the dial. Very nicely done. Clean buckle assembly, as you guys can see with the AV8 logo. And then on the case back, you do have a Tuskegee Airmen commemorative case back on here, which looks nice. Limited edition. Again, these are numbered pieces. This is a review piece, so these are 000 pieces generally. Inside of the box, you do get a extra strap here, which is a nice feature with the watch. Go ahead and pull that out and show you. Another strap again with the contrasting colors. I'll go ahead and throw it on both of these straps and we can check it out. What's nice is they also include a strap tool here. And then down inside of the packaging, you have your warranty card and your information about this being a limited edition. If you guys want to scan that and check it out, No problem. Go ahead and do that. $350 will be the price on these watches once they are released at the website over there, and that will be on September 23rd. So just about a week you guys have to wait for these ones to be released, but very cool watches. Let's go ahead and throw this one on my 7-inch wrist, and I'll throw it on the different bands so you can see it on that one, and then stick around for the loom shot. All right, so here's the watch on my 7-inch wrist. I did put it on the red strap. I love that because it kind of harkens to the red tail, you know, moniker that the Tuskegee Airmen were given due to the tails of their planes being painted red. So let's go ahead and dim the lights and check out the loom. All right, so I actually have a fairly dark room this morning as we get closer to winter out here in California. And so let's see if we can get this thing lit up and see what kind of loom we have on this AVI-8. So, all right, that's pretty cool. I like those skeletonized numbers there on that. Easy to read, very legible in the dark, what you'd expect from a pilot style watch here, but really cool watch. If you guys are interested in these, definitely, I'll leave a link down below to the AVI-8 website where you can get on the early bird list. I do think you get a little bit of a discount on the watch if you purchase it on day one. And also they'll email you and let you know when the watch is available. Being limited to 300 pieces, these watches are probably going to sell out fairly fast on their website. So very nice timepiece. All right, guys, you like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.